Mixed bag. We win on the road and score a couple goals and keep a clean sheet. So in terms of the scoreline, that's a positive. I thought in the first half, just didn't take our opportunities. There was plenty of goals there, I think, for us. A few of them on set pieces. I thought we were dangerous there, but just a little sloppy. And I know that at times it was difficult to control the ball. You could see that on some of the touches and just the final pass. But it was, good to get the goal before the break. And then I thought in the second half, we get a good goal there at the end. But, credit to Cavalier. They made it difficult in terms of some of the moments in transition, some of the direct play where, the knockdowns, if we weren't good with our clearances, our headers, and if we didn't move with the play, they put us under some pressure. And so certainly made the game difficult, but plenty to look at and see, where we could have been, I think, more composed at times or better at changing the tempo and how we attack the goal, specifically in the second half. But I'm certainly pleased with how we've positioned ourselves for, the second leg. Yeah, good question. Part of that, I think the understanding for some of these new faces coming in is messaged before they even get here as far as what they can expect. And then, you got a lot of different cultures, a lot of different backgrounds, and it's trying to get players to understand that, they're a part of, this club and this project and have value. And so at different times, everybody's going to be relied upon. And I think you could see with the spirit of the group that the returning guys have done a good job of integrating some of the new faces to help them feel, comfortable. And so I think, having a lot of guys be a part of this for 3 years, we have a strong core of guys that, know how to message what we're about. So we had a strong preseason, and I think it was nice to see them rewarded with this first result. Very important. These games are difficult, and it's an unfamiliar opponent who's doing really well at the top of their league, and it's understanding what these games can look like and the challenges of being on the road in different atmospheres, different stadiums, and how to navigate that, because you saw tonight in moments where the crowd's into it and the moments where we're taking on pressure, how do guys deal with that and when they're a little bit uncomfortable. And I think the guys responded well. It's certainly good to get a win. Keeping a clean sheet is always a positive. So hopefully it, is a victory that kind of gives the group early confidence, despite, I think a team that doesn't necessarily need it. It's a new year, and you want to find ways to win games early on when you're not at your best. And we stress that all the time. And tonight we were able to do that. So we turn our focus to league play with our opener, with knowing that the second leg's on the back end of that. So a busy, couple days ahead, but it's a good first win for our group. Yeah, you could see what it meant to Malik and what it meant to his teammates, seeing him score, that first goal. And doing it, at an important time, and knowing that his family was here to see that is neat. So we're proud of Malik. He's had a really, I would say, up and down preseason for his standards, because he's a quality player and he's a great pro, and he was on this path kind of the whole year and continued to impress us. And, I think the preseason was a little up and down for him, if we're being honest. And I think he would say that too. So for him to be able to step in that moment and have a positive impact on the game was a testament to, his character, and a kid that usually is very confident and hopefully gets it back in a strong way. But nice for his parents to see his goal. We should be confident. We're with a 2-goal lead, and we didn't concede, and we got 2 away goals. So just in terms of how this competition is structured, it's favorable, but by no means is it done. So, like I said, we have a game in between, so we can't think about the second leg just yet. But when we get there, the guys will understand that we need to start the game strong and not think that we're comfortable, because it changes quickly. So, I'm not concerned that the mentality won't be there, but we need to have a strong start in the second leg. He was dealing with an injury leading up to it, so fitness-wise, there was some concern. He'd only trained a couple days leading up to the game, and then with the quick turnaround and just wanting to get him more trainings and potentially available for for our opener on Sunday, league opener on Sunday, we wanted to start him as a reserve. I would say the concern was more towards health and fitness. Brett, Alvis have been here, Isaiah as well. But both Isaiah and Alvis coming into this had been out for, about a 5-day to a week stretch. So going into such an important game and not having trained leading up to it on a consistent basis, that was a little bit concerning. And then when you factor in Brett being on the left, you on the right, yes, there wasn't personnel that's typically in the positions that they're in. But I was pleased with both players. I think if you're just looking at their first, Brett started in the wingback position, so it's not his first. But a lot of those minutes in preseason were with Yuya. Luka towards the end. There was, a mixed bag of how we put those guys out on the field. And, I thought they held up well today. I think Brett's fitness, you could see he needs to be pushed because, he was fatigued earlier than expected. I thought Yuya, endurance-wise, that's usually not a concern with him, and, created some good moments on the dribble. It's just getting them, I guess, games and an understanding of the position to see a better version of both of them. But they helped us win a game 2-0, so, credit to them. Malik's goal didn't change my feeling on the game. It was certainly an important goal. I thought in the second half, we struggled to create some of the same opportunities that we did in the first half. I think part of that too was, they stepped up their pressure a little bit more. And in the moments where we were able to find some space to face goal and run to goal, I thought they defended the box well and defended narrow in ways where, we weren't finding too many solutions through the middle. So it didn't change how I felt about the game, but it was still an important goal. And then as far as the Red Bull series, I don't think we'll look too much into that as far as, how we approach the second leg. A lot of what we will look at will be this game. And, you see some similarities with, some of the direct play and how you can, better handle some of those situations. But our focus won't be on anything that happened last year. Despite a similarity in the knockout competition, we understand that we have a 2-goal lead and have to go take care of business, but we'll try to go after it in an aggressive way.